Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 6 of my Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda for the NES. Alrighty, in this part we're going to finally go get the last 2 pieces of heart, and also the magic sword, and then tackle the 5th dungeon. So we got a little longer part than usual. I'm looking for bombs as well, because we need bombs for the 5th dungeon, so this isn't just me going for money. Oh, if you've used the blue potion already, sorry, if you use the red potion and made it a blue potion, sorry about that, you can buy another blue potion and that will make your current blue potion into a red potion. So you don't have to waste all 68 if you want to have 2, you can just use 40. It isn't technically quite as economical as the other method, but particularly Dungeon 5 and I have a reputation, and I would very much like to be in the best shape possible going into that dungeon. We are heading in this direction. Gather, we're trying to get all the way to the right. Both of them are located to the far right hand side. Oopsie. Right hand side is located on the sea. We needed a ladder to get to one of them, and we needed the raft for the other one. If you remember where you saw that port earlier, that's where we're headed. Wait, that's the shop. Down this way. Over this way. Here we go. You just cannot find bombs. Check it, we'll just buy bombs. I know I still have not shown the bow and arrow. I probably should have by now, but I really don't use the bow and arrow often. We'll use it shortly though, I'll show you that. So, as you can see, we're all the way to the end here. So it's going to be easiest to climb up. And there's our heart container. You may have now I get bombs, of course, right after I buy them. And we got one more heart container. I can never kill this Octorok. There we go. Chuck it. We're gonna skip the Octoroks in this room. I got full bombs now. Oh no, I got another set of bombs. Oh, there was a waste of 20. Looks like there should be a dungeon here, but it's not. Walk into the mouth, and voila! The final heart container. So, all that's left is the heart container for 5, 6, 7, and 8, and you'll have max health. Now let's go get that magic key, shall we? Magic key. Magic sword. Which will double our attack yet again. Which is, of course, on the complete other side of the world. But I do have a shortcut for getting to it. So unlike this last part, we can head up this way and use our stairways. I think I want the left one. Yes, I do. Yes, we're going back to this spot in the world. Everybody's favorite spot. And we're going to the graveyard this time. Once over here, head on up. Push this. Master using it, and you can have this. Welcome to the 3rd sword of the game. This is the most powerful in doubling my attack yet again. Finally, we got the magic sword, the final sword of the game. For those long-time Zelda fans, yes, that means it's the master sword. This doubles your attack stat again, so your attack stat up to 4. And the sword, there's really not much to say. Yeah, at this point, you can kill a lot of enemies in a single hit. Again, you could get this at 12 heart containers, which means you could get this before heading into the 4th dungeon. I just personally don't, because, well, I like to go get those last 2 heart containers at a more convenient time. Alrighty. We head to that 5th dungeon now. Alrighty. Let's go heal up really quick. I do like to be at full health when heading into a dungeon. Particularly this one. This dungeon also does have a secret, so we will see another secret room. No, it's the middle one I think I want. Yes, it is. Alrighty, remember that hint from long ago from the person in the waterfall who said up, up, up the mountain you go? That's what we're doing. We're gonna go up, up, up the mountain. I think it's one more time. And there's dungeon 5, guarded by a red lever. Orange lever. Sorry, I don't know. I know they're orange, but they look red to me, so forgive me if I ever say red when it really should be orange. Alrighty, so you wanted to see those arrows? Welcome to Pole's Voice. Pole's Voice. This is a fun one. My recommendation, use arrows on this. They go down to 1 hit of the arrow. Other than that, they just move around really fast and let you jump anywhere, including out of bounds. So, the trick with arrows is you have an infinite number of arrows. However, every arrow costs you 1 ruby to use. So you have so I guess technically you have a maximum quiver of 255. Easiest way to kill Pole's Voice by far is to use your quiver. The Gibdo. Honestly, this isn't really that great of enemy. It really is just walk around, dodge it. There's not much to be said here. As you can see, you cannot beat. So a lot of people like to call this game linear because you can explore it any way you wish. And that is not necessarily 100% true. There are actually orders that you have to beat the game in. The Digger hates certain kinds of sound. Yes. Welcome back to really the start of what I would like to call the Zelda formula's item of the dungeon lets you beat the boss. Well, yes, there are games in the series that have been doing it a lot longer than that are really well known for that. This one, very much well known for it. Oh, come on. Cannot kill a Dodongo apparently today. Oh, fairy? What am I going to do with a fairy? Let's see if I can get that. Nope. Alright, I'm trying to get that 1-hit kill against the Dodongo, but I just cannot seem to get any luck. Oh, come on, that was a 1-hit kill Dodongo. Alright, let me hope this way and hope that maybe he will drop bombs. No, he does not. Alright, we'll come back to that when we have more bombs. Could not get the 1-hit kill on the Dodongo. I'm sorry. I will try my luck next time. Hopefully. Because that is the way we need to go, is through the door that would have been opened by finishing off the Dodongos. But we'll just continue heading up this way. I hope that maybe Gibdos will drop the bomb I need. Or in this case, the Gibdos will drop nothing. Item drops in this game, I swear, can be a cruel mistress. So here is that room again, but this time in the reverse order. You can get here, but you can't actually get the map from there. Let's go get that map. I wanted to show you that because of the fact that Dungeon 4 does the reverse of it. I like to show that off. And like I said, we got all those spare keys, so we're good. Alrighty, and there's our map. Again, we need 2 bombs to kill that guy, so 1... Oh, check it. We go. We'll do the trick, but I just can't seem to find them. We go again. Dark nuts. Alright, let's see what this room really looks like. So now we can kill orange dark nuts in a single hit. Best thing in the world. Finally, bombs. Alrighty, let's head on down. I'll just show you. What is that like? Alright. I know it's wasting 2 when you can do 1, but it's just such a more reliable method than trying to get the one-hit kill. So if you're looking at the map, I'm sure you can already guess where the secret is. Yes, people, it is located in B2. And you gotta approach it from B in B2, so in other words, that kind of high-looking spot. You're wondering, why is the game suddenly being so kind at bomb drops? It's because in this particular room, to get out, you have to use bombs. So it's not that they're being nice to you on bomb drops, but it's rather they're just making sure you can actually leave the room. Alrighty, you ready for some fun? Go to the introduction of my least favorite enemy in the game, the blue dark nut. Alrighty, blue dark nut. Same thing holds as the orange dark nut. Can't hit it from the front, and it does a lot of moving, so watch out. Make one mistake against the dark nut, and the entire the rest of that fight is always a pain. There's no such thing as a good dark nut fight. See what I mean about how you can line up for your secret attack. Even though they don't typically seem to have very good AI, they're very good at dodging that attack and then attacking you. Their shield will defend them against their attack when they're in motion, but they won't. Your shield won't. Must have turned literally at the last second. And this is not the only room full of blue dark nuts, so if I seem to be complaining about a room that didn't really kill me, it's because that does not lead to the item. No, welcome to passageways. Yes, in later dungeons, you will get passageways that will lead to places. So as you can see, we're now way up on top there. And, let's go sideways, shall we? Welcome to another room full of blue dark nuts. You still don't understand why I hate them? Hopefully this room will show you why I hate these people. Oh fudge. No, no. Once they get you cornered, they like mob you. There we go. I need that fairy, I really do. Come on, thank you, fairy. Alrighty. My health, I won't be surprised if this is where I'm going to use my next potion. Yeah, I'm going to use that potion now, just to play it safe. I'd rather not die here. I said Dungeon 5 is my least favorite dungeon, minus Dungeon 6. A lot of people hate Death Mountains. Dungeon 9 is a lot of people's least favorite, saying that it becomes unbelievably difficult for no good reason. If you know the best path, minus the sub-boss, it's not really that bad a dungeon. This one I consider to be much more difficult. Push the block, and there you go. Welcome to the recorder. Alright, the recorder, or as it would have been known in that era, the flute. It's the modern day flute, known as the transversal flute, as this time as it was on the transversal axis. Alrighty, what does it do? Two things. In battle, it will help you against the Dig Doggers, which is the final boss of this dungeon. Inside of battle, it will warp you to a random dungeon by sending you a tornado. Remember the hints. The boss likes certain types, doesn't like certain types of sounds. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the humble recorder, or transversal flute as it would have been known in this particular era. Oh, no, I'm sorry, it would have been known as the flute at this particular era. As the modern day flute would have been known as the transversal flute. Let's head down this way and get our key back. Yes, this is another one of those trick you into going the wrong way paths. Again, I do know this, but I just want to again show off every room in the dungeon. Which reminds me, I forgot to show what happens at the end when you meet that other path that I was taking to find bombs. Let me go show that. Oh, come on, I was a cheap hit. I don't think you can get out of this one, can you? And that's how you get out of this room this way. Yeah, like I said, we'll never open those doors. As you can see by me pushing on those things, they never release. Alright, so let's head on up, shall we? Oopsie. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, let's go fight that last Skibdo. And head up. And then over. I have no desire to really fight these Dodongos again. You guys are easy and tend to drop items. Again, I would not envy you if you do not at least have the white sword by this point, because almost none of the enemies here are going to be easy to beat with just a traditional sword, as those bios may have already told you about the amount of hit points that they have. It was ridiculous, because again, they're expecting you to have the magic sword, I think, by this point. When you see the location of the 6th dungeon, you very much believe that they wanted to have the magic sword by this point. Alright. Rolls Royce means we use our bow and arrow. Alright. Why don't we actually light up the room so we can see where we are? And as you can see, the room designs really aren't that varied. It is completely possible, and I have done it, beat this entire game without ever getting the candle. It's the only nuisance about not getting the candle really is, simply put, you don't get the pleasure of I have to remember how to get to that room. I will try to remember how to get to that room in a minute. But the only thing you will do is slow down your hunt for the blue ring because you can't get one of the 100 secrets. Well, you can get the other 100 secrets, so I mean, really, it's not that hard to get 150, as you can already see, the rubies on your own, so I really don't think it's necessary to get the candle in this game if you don't want to just do all secrets or something. Because again, the room variety really is not that very big in this game. Alrighty, welcome to the Digger. Big Dogger, remember the hint. Big Doggers don't like certain sounds. Play the flute, and then you can start hunting. Turn into a little smaller version that moves a little faster, so play around. Some around and will break into 3, so watch out. For those of you who are huge Mario fans, this may sound familiar to you. Yes, that is the warp whistle. Those of you who are not huge Mario fans, you can recognize it from other Zelda titles. The particular sound is extremely commonly used. Alrighty. Head down this way to show this room. Again, just wanting to show every room in the dungeon. Stopwatch went on the second to last enemy. Typical. Okay. And while we're up here, we'll go grab that secret. Like I said, there is a secret room in here. And this one you have to actually approach from this angle. Alright. A secret power is said to be in the arrow. Alrighty. So what does that refer to exactly? I'll tell you this much. It is not the traditional arrow. It is kind of lying to you. It's a particular kind of arrow. Alrighty, before we go get that boss, let me go show you that final room we're missing. So, give me a moment while I go get to it for you. Alright, welcome back, guys. Sorry about that. So, just right over here. Head on down. Head on over. Bomb this wall, and here you go. I'd bet you'd like to have more bombs. Yes, I would like to have 2 more bombs, but I am not going to pay $100 for 2 bombs when I can just buy 2 bombs for 20 or just wait for the drop. Alrighty, I'm going to meet you back in the boss's room. Alright, welcome back to the boss's room. Since the boss is already beat, we can go and collect our next piece of the Triforce of Wisdom. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time when we take on the 6th dungeon of the game. Alright, bye.